Hello, and welcome back to yet another amazing and empowering exercise that our amazing guest speaker, Tanya, will be sharing with you in a minute. But before that, I just want to say a big, big hello to you, Tanya. You have been amazing. I mean, I've done events with you where usually in these events, we will have 70, 60. Yours were like nearly 200, and people were dropping in and out, and people didn't want to go. It was like for over 2 hours, and people still wanted to stay and talk and ask questions and connect. You're amazing at what you do, and I would love for you to just briefly explain what is it that actually inspire you and make you this really kind of like more of a charismatic person, I would say.
Oh gosh, I hardly know how to say anything after that. Hi, thank you so much. Yeah, we've known each other for quite a while now. And yes, we've done amazing events. And the funny thing was, we planned one event. I think we did 3 or 4 at the end, which was great. Well, I am basically, my name is Tanya. I live in Germany, south of Munich, at the beautiful area of Lake Starnberg. And I work as an Enneagram practitioner, meaning I don't really like the word coach because I think it's being used too much, actually. And I work with the Enneagram, which is an amazing tool that doesn't tell you, like many other assessments, who you are, which you already know anyway, but it tells you what the motivation behind your behavior is, which is so helpful and is truly empowering if you have that knowledge.
Thank you. That was really, really a nice way of describing it, the motivation behind the behavior, because we all behave, but then we think, why did I do that? Or how come did I do that? So it's really, really important to understand yourself a bit better. That's how I would kind of like look at it as well. So Tanya, what got you into kind of like Enneagram?
I was actually in my practice as a coach, as a practitioner, as a life practitioner, actually, especially working with women and empowering women. I was looking for a tool that would help me and especially help these women or my clients to become the best version of themselves, no matter what the issue is. And all I found was very static tools in the market. And I was really looking at a lot of things. I'm not going to name them because I don't do that. But when I found the Enneagram I think it's about now 7 or 8 years ago, I was completely fascinated because for me, this was the first time I had something that's dynamic. And when I did my questionnaire, my Enneagram test, I got a result, and there's only one I work with, and I got my result. And I still work with that to this day. Whenever I have an issue, I always go back to that same one. And it's amazing. And it really is dynamic because it helps you forever.
Thank you so much for explaining. I mean, we all have our journeys, and yours sounds like not different from ours because we go ups and downs and then eventually. But if you were to share with the listeners today one thing, or maybe I know you mentioned you have few, but if you can mention them, but we can focus on one thing that really, if somebody's feeling low or down, that they can just do to empower themselves to really get that zest back into get up and go.
Absolutely. There's actually one thing I've done for, I don't know, even before the Enneagram, to be honest, is when I feel low, I play. And that sounds so trite in a way that people say play. Grown-ups don't play. And that's exactly the issue. Grown-ups should play a lot more because if you look at children, they're carefree. When they feel, they just interact with others. We go running, for example, and we just run and we do it because we think we have to do it and it's healthy. Why not play tag with a friend? Much more fun. Or just, I love summer rains. And when it rains, the first thing I always want to do is take off my shoes and jump in a puddle. And you might be surprised, I actually do it.
Oh, that's amazing.
And I don't really care how people look at me, or, it's funny that you get the looks from some people. There's this one people that look at you and they, ooh, you don't do that as a grown up, as an adult, you can't do that. The others look at you like, it's kind of neat, but I'd never dare to do that. And others, they just applaud you and they smile and you put a smile on their face. But essentially it's about putting a smile back on your face. And I really truly believe that we have lost that ability to just do something we enjoy. And I, for example, I would never do anything to to hurt or to offend anybody deliberately. And with that, jumping around in a puddle, people might think I'm a bit silly, which I don't really care about, but it makes me feel good and I enjoy it and I have fun, and it catapults you back into a time when you were carefree.
Carefree, that's a great word to use. And that's a great, I want to expand a little bit. Some might not have puddles. Like if you live in a hot country where there's no rain, I'm so sorry. So, and they will be listening to and think, oh, this is not for me. No, it is for you, because you can play in many, many other ways. Kind of like you can play, just sit at home and I don't know, do makeup. If you're a man, you can, I don't know, maybe you can give examples of
yeah, you can do a makeover for yourself. Of course you can. It's anything that brings you joy, literally. If you love music, for example, I just like to give you an example. I was at an airport and there were so many sour-faced people there and they were kind of bringing me down, and it started bothering me. So I put on my headphones, put on some great music, and I just grooved and danced to the airport. And it was just fun. It's a form of play. It's a form of getting your spirits up again. And you just do things that you enjoy. For some, it might be reading a book. It doesn't have to be playful in that sense. Or you start drawing something, people tell you, oh, I always said, I can't draw. And I can't draw to save my life, but I'd love to.
Yeah, we did an event on scribbling. So yes.
Exactly. Whether it's good or not,
yeah.
It doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. Do a somersault.
Yeah. So the whole idea is just to connect and bring that inner child and let that inner child have fun, let them be carefree, as you mentioned, and that will bring you back into your center, and that will bring you back in the here and now.
I think one of the reasons why we lose as adults, we lose the ability to play. One of them is definitely that we always think we need to be productive. We have this in our heads, it's kind of educated into us that we need to do something that makes sense, that is productive, that where you have a result at the end. And playing tag or climbing a tree, or building a dam in a creek that you have maybe close to you, whatever you do, it's not really productive. It doesn't serve a purpose, but the purpose is to just enjoy yourself, to like you said, bring that inner child out again, and put that smile back on your face.
Thank you so much. I'll be sharing Tanya's details in the chat. As you know, I'm new at this YouTube channel and I am learning myself so I would be very, very grateful if you can grow with me into this journey. I'll be adding new features and I'll be kind of like tweaking it as I go along, and I'm learning things every day. So thank you so much, Tanya. And I don't need to say my details or Tanya's details, because we will be sharing them for you to just click on them and go to her website, or you're welcome to subscribe, please. And you will be getting more and more insightful and delightful nuggets that will help you to empower yourself on the moment, almost like, just be carefree and get out and play. If you can't get out, just at home, find something and play, whatever it is that you want to do. Thank Absolutely. You so much. Any last words before we finish, Tanya?
Just thank you so much, Hyde, for inviting me. And it was a pleasure and it was a joy to see you again.
Thank you so much. And I'm very grateful to actually connect with you once more. And I'm looking forward to having more events with you. Because you're amazing.
Just always give me a shout. I'm always happy to join you. It's always fun. Thank you.
Thank you.